The G.Os. I am speaking generally on G.Os. G.Os with private jets. Some of these G.Os, most of them, they are thieves. I'm sorry, I don't know the kind of word that we use that will look more light, but I don't know how to say it. That's why I say they are thieves. They are thieves. They are just making people in the church and make themselves more wealthier. They make wealth, use the poor people to make wealth, and yet they cannot help the poor. That is why sometimes most of them are speaking rubbish, saying that Jesus Christ never visited the poor. And it is the same poor you are making that took you to that height. Were you rich before? Were you rich before? Some of these Jews, they are just after themselves, after their belly, after their family. That is all what they are after. They are not after the soul that they have brought in the body of Christ. They are after their children and their great-grandchildren. A G.O is celebrating birthday. A G.O that has 3-4 private jet is celebrating birthday. All the branches in the whole world, they are contributing money to send for him as a gift. And he will collect. And he will say, it is not the poor money you used to get to that height. You are a thief. No apology for that. I can count several G.Os with schools, but yet they still have the less privileged, the poor people who cannot even afford to go to school. Some of them went to learn skills. These G.Os, some of them has branches in the village, rural area that there is no good school, no good road, no good water. And they pay their pastor as low as 3,000 naira. I am telling you this out of experience. I've been to one church where they were in the workers' meeting while a pastor left a branch because they are paying him as low as 5,000 naira. And somebody said that a pastor, they are even paying 3,000 naira. And members are complaining that pastor, you don't used to come to Bible study, don't used to come to prayer meeting. Is always on farm. Why won't he abandon the work and go to farm when the money that the church has paying him is not up to feed his family, to feed his wife and children? If you are to pay people that are doing this work, it's not people that are in rural villages. Imagine a person will leave a town and go to a village where there is no light, there is no good water, there is no good road, there is no good school, and you are paying me as low as 5,000. I'm telling you based on experience. I don't want to mention the name of that church. If I mention the name of that church, you will be ashamed of it. I know some of the church G.Os, but I'm generally speaking, those of you that have private jets, that owns universities, that even the poor cannot attend. I am coming to that with enough information to it. The poor cannot attend. How can, if not a wicked G.O, how can you be paying somebody 3,000, 5,000, even 10,000? That because he's in the village, or because he has secondary school, or because he's just having ND, that is why you are paying him. Let me ask you, as a G.O, by the grace of God, I've been to Bible school. Let me ask you again as a G.O, how many of you went to theology school? How many? Some of you did not went to theology school. It is when you grow too big and you get your own theology school, you get your own doctrine that you teach in your theology schools. You are so wicked. God will judge all of us. God will definitely judge all of us. Church is a place where people should rush in and get treatment, but today it's not like that. It is not like that anymore. What is wrong? What is wrong to this G.O.? What is wrong? You have, not only you have 3-4 private jets. And how much is the cost of private jet in a year? Is enough to change someone's story, and you are having 3-4. You cannot help. You cannot help. You cannot use this medium to evangelize to people in the north, because the north need more forces to win souls. There are people who have been made homeless, motherless, fatherless, and you cannot reach them. All you know is how you can get a big capacity church that can contain 60,000, 100,000, 200,000, 500,000 capacity. That all is your target. All you can do is to build churches, 1 kilometer walk, 2 kilometer, 1 kilometer drive, 13-kilometer drive. That is what you do. All you know is to build churches. The churches you are building, it's not that you are building to win souls. You are just building to enrich yourself. God will judge us for every actions we have done during our time in ministry.